England manager Gareth Southgate says his team won't stop fighting against racism as they rally around players who suffer abuse by fans. Speaking to media on Saturday, ahead of England's World Cup qualifier against Andorra on Sunday, Southgate bemoaned the fact he was again talking about racism in a press conference. His words came after England player Raheem Sterling and Jude Bellingham were racially abused by Hungary fans during a World Cup qualifier on Thursday, which England won 4-0.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think, I don't know how many camps we've had in the last 4 years, but I seem to have been talking about this subject almost every time we've been together. And I can only reiterate that our players are incredibly mature in the way they deal with it. I think they feel supported by their teammates, which is very important to them, and that they recognise that. I think their teammates recognise how challenging it must be for our black players, and how disappointing it is in the modern world that we continue to have to answer these questions because of the incidents that happen. But we can only keep taking the stance that we have done, and hope that we continue to send the right messages, not only to people in football but across society, and that everybody keeps progressing. We know it's going to take time, and we know that feels very slow for everybody, but we have to keep fighting that battle.
FIFA have launched an investigation into what happened in Budapest, but England players who are black have been subjected to racist abuse both inside stadiums and on social media for a number of years.
Not at all, I'll be honest with you. I think, as the gaffer just said there, we speak about it all the time, but it's something we don't want to speak about. But listen, it's happening, and I think with the way the boys deal with these situations, I think the way with this team deals with the situations, because we're such a close-knit group, and it's something where once it happens to one person, it happens to us all. So we'll carry on doing what we're doing. We'll carry on trying to take a stance, and I think, as the manager just mentioned there, in terms of not just in football but in society, we want to try and help change. So I think it's important we all stick together, which is something that we'll always do. And like you mentioned, the two boys there, I think absolutely fantastic people, but we're a team that'll always get around them as much as we possibly can.